Jersey is waiting for confirmation from the CDC on what the state calls a presumptive positive case of the coronavirus.
And we're told that man is in his 30s and is being hospitalized in Bergen County. Meanwhile, in California, they say a former passenger on the cruise ship Diamond Princess has died 2 weeks after returning home. He's the first death reported in the Golden State. Eyewitness News reporter Trang Do is live at Philadelphia International Airport, where 2 airlines are also taking action as well. Trang.
Well, Janelle and Jim, these airlines say that this coronavirus scare has really impacted travel and their industry. But take a look here at Philadelphia International Airport. You can see a very, very long line here of spring break travelers, clearly not concerned about what is going on here. But the United and JetBlue are cutting flights domestically and internationally in the face of decreased air travel demand. And both airlines do operate flights out of Philly International here. The first coronavirus death in California prompted Governor Gavin Newsom to declare a state of emergency.
We have accordingly, with this new ICU patient that passed away, entered into this next phase.
New cases were reported in several states yesterday, and the death toll in the U.S. climbed to at least 11, including 10 in Washington state. 6 of those deaths have been linked to a nursing home outside Seattle. Officials there urge residents to take precautions.
For older people and for those who are pregnant, we are recommending that we stay home and avoid large gatherings as much as possible.
The New York lawyer who this week became that state's first confirmed COVID-19 case has since passed it to others.
His wife has tested positive, his son has tested positive, and the daughter has tested positive, and the neighbor has tested positive.
A family of 5 the man had close contact with also tested positive for the virus. Authorities are working to track down anyone else who recently interacted with him. They estimate that roughly 1,000 people may need to be quarantined. Here locally, schools are taking their own precautions. At St. Lawrence and Upper Darby, the school is being deep cleaned twice a day, and staff are emphasizing the importance of proper hand washing. Over at Bonner Prendy High School, President Dr. John Cook said they made a purchase of a piece of equipment long before coronavirus was ever an issue. Known as the Halo Fogger, the germ-fighting device can launch a disinfectant mist over a wide surface area. Meanwhile, hospitals around the region have plans in place for a potential influx of patients.
We, Jefferson, and surely most hospitals, and perhaps hopefully all hospitals, are preparing themselves for the possibility of an onslaught of what could be an epidemic of this infection in the United States.
In Philadelphia, 1 patient tested on Tuesday came back negative for the virus. Currently, there is 1 other patient where results are pending. But for now, we're live from Philadelphia International Airport. I'm Trang Do, CBS 3 Eyewitness News. Jim and Janelle, back to you.
All right, thank you, Trang.